Hey guys, I wanted to show you today how to use a cream blush. I'm going to be using Britt Wit by MAC. I've already done it to one side of my face, and I'm going to show you how I do it on the other side. This is actually one of the hardest things for me to master because cream blush is something that is a little bit harder. Like, it's not as easy to blend, and if you do it wrong, it can end up looking like just two blobs of color in your face. So just grab any cream blush you have. This is Britt Wit by MAC. It's a pale pink blush. I know over here it probably looks a lot brighter or either a lot more pale, but it looks like a very, very mid-range pink color, and it's just matte. There's no shine to it at all. What I usually do is I take my middle finger and I just dab it in here like so, like twice, until I get about that much. And then I'll just put it onto the center of my cheek. Just smile and find the apples of your cheeks. And just go around in a circle and then just pull back and blend. Always start with the apples of your cheek and don't pull back too much because then you'll get a really, really 50s old-fashioned blush look. And then don't take this closer than the middle of your eyeball. When you're looking straight, your blush should not be at all, past where the middle of your eyeball is. So I do it like that. That's basically just to put it on, and it warms up in your fingers so it's easier to blend. I'm going to go back and use an angled brush. I'm going to just blend it out like that. And it looks like I have a little bit more in this cheek. I wanted a little bit of a brighter look, so I'm just going to go back, add a little bit more. Like that. And go back and blend it out. I always end my blush about where my eyebrow ends over here, so that I don't want to pull it back into my hairline. That's all you're going to do. One important thing to remember is that yes, I do have foundation on, but I have not powdered my cheeks at all because a cream blush is not going to blend at all if you put on powder, because as soon as it hits the powder, it kind of absorbs, like the cream blush is going to absorb into the powder and stay on so well that it will not move. So it'll look very, very patchy. So you can put on your foundation, whether it's liquid or anything else. If it's a powder foundation, leave the middle area of your cheeks completely powder free. Don't put on anything. And then put on cream blush. So yes, it is harder to use if you've got a lot of acne because you don't want to put this on first and have it, show through because you haven't put on foundation. So in that case, use a little bit of your foundation if it's a powder and put on very little. Don't put on too much, and do not conceal. If you put on a concealer, the concealer is going to spot treat any acne problems that you have, and your cream blush is going to stick on to that spot as well. So make sure whatever area you put on your cream blush to isn't overly powdered. You can use a little bit, but not too much. So I haven't powdered this area of my face. I've powdered the rest of it, though. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take on Gila's Custom Blend Cosmetics I Am Glam Highlighter. And I'm going to take the 116 brush by MAC. And yes, I know the lighting just changed like a lot. Okay, I'm not going to take too much. Look at how little that is. I'm going to start off by going right into the middle of my eye and just dabbing it on like that. And then pull it back all the way to your hairline. Like, not all the way in here, but like to about here. Okay? Add more if you think that's necessary, but be careful because all highlighters, it looks like you're not putting on too much, but if you do put on too much, it looks really, really, really bad. Okay, and then if you've got dry skin, a really nice trick is take the same brush and put the highlighter right in the middle of your nose, and also to put it on the top of your hairline right up here. Any areas that the sunlight would hit or a camera flash would hit, which is the highest areas of your face, which is your cheekbones, end of your nose, your hairline, and a little bit of your jaw. But most people like to contour their jaw, so I wouldn't say put it there. I don't use it, but it is a trick if you really, really want to look perfectly camera ready. Next, I'm going to show you how to contour your face. Okay, what I'm going to be using to contour my face is Espresso Eyeshadow by MAC. And yes, it is an eyeshadow, but it still works just as well as a highlighter, a contour color. Another contour color that MAC has is called Blunt, which is also great. It might look incredibly dark to a lot of people, but it doesn't come off that way. Harmony is another good blush that you can use to contour for people who are lighter. And the last thing you can use to contour is a mineralized skin finish that is natural finish. It has a little bit of sheen, but not too much. In the end, when you do contour your face, you want the color to be matte generally, But if you don't want as strong of a contour, as strong of an effect, then a little bit of shine is fine. For me, I do want a stronger effect, so I'm going to be using a color that is completely matte, which is Espresso eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the 130 brush by MAC, which looks like a stippling brush, but it's not. It is duo fiber, but the bristles are shorter. They're not as long, and I'm just going to be dipping this in just on the ends of the bristles, so only the sides are getting it. So you can probably see that there's only color on the outside. Then what I'm going to be doing is like a fish face. I generally don't do it, I'm just doing this to help you guys out, but like a fish face, hold back your hair to the end of your ear. So start from, like, hold your brush like that from the end of your ear, and then you'll see an angle created. You should hold it so that it's completely almost diagonal to your lip right here. So that is the shape that is formed for me. And when you make a fish face, you will see that you know generally stands true. So I'm just going to go right over here. Okay. See? It immediately slims your face, and you look forward, looks like you have like a super high, you know, cheekbone. Then if you want a stronger contour, go back in there, you know, pull up some more color, and blend it out. I'm going to go back and do this side because I haven't done this side so far. The key to contouring is a really good blending. You don't want to look like you just have two darker streaks on the side of your face. You want it to look natural. That's why I like stippling brushes, because they don't pick up as much of a product as a normal brush would. So this is the face I created after contouring. You can see that I have two lines going down, but it looks natural. It doesn't look like I just have two streaks across my face. It's pretty simple to do, so I hope you guys were able to understand what I did and know that it's pretty easy and you don't really need 100 things to do any of this stuff. A lot of these products are very multitask oriented. Like, I use an eyeshadow to contour my cheekbones. You can use that as eyeshadow. You can use that on your eyebrows, because that's the color that I do use in my eyebrows. The highlighter that I use on my cheeks, I actually use in the inner corners of my eye generally, and as a highlighter on my brow bone. So all of these items are very multifunctional and very easy to use. So if you have any questions, leave me comments and I'll reply. Bye.